Hi everyone, Paul Levy with Brownells here. Today we have Paul Noonan with FM Products, going over some of FM products,
Yeah,
as well as some of the items he's assisted Brownells with here recently. So let's dive into some of the FM product stuff you're working on right now as far as your pistol caliber carbine stuff. That's kind of what you're known for right now.
Yeah, so I think we started shipping product about 20 months ago. We've seen a huge amount of growth, a lot in part to our partnership, and you were a huge part of that. We've had a lot of success. I think you're carrying pretty much everything, bolts and barrels and all that, all the parts, and we seem to be doing very well with that stuff. We have some stuff coming out. One of your buyers, Simon, introduced me to Law. We've had a great relationship with Law. We're an OEM for them now. We're able to put their folding adapters on. We'd like to start bringing those to market at some point.
So do you have kind of a configuration with the Law to show off then?
Yeah, so we got this little teeny bag. You know, it kind of give you the idea what you can do with this stuff.
So if everyone's not aware, the 9mm stuff has typically been difficult with folders in the Law because the rear of the carrier's not the proper diameter for the Law folder, but you've kind of worked on that.
Well, we kind of saw this coming, so we designed the hole in the carrier. So if you just drive out the coil pin and the slug comes out, you can put the little Law plug in there, and then it works just like a champ.
Okay.
So, you know, this is probably 17 inches, it's about 6 pounds, fits in a backpack. I see us in the future coming out with some products for Brownells where we combine the Law, maybe an SBA3 with this lower at some point in the future. I see that coming together. We can already get the premium lower, which is shown here.
Yeah, show off, especially on your lower, what's different about it, especially with the bolt catch.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a thing that most people don't really recognize, because a lot of what's out there is the bent sheet metal kind of thing with the bolt hold open. So what makes our stuff different really is the bolt hold open. There's about 20 patents on this upper and lower. We were awarded the patent on this bolt hold open about 6 months ago. The bolt hold open is pretty interesting in that it has there's a fulcrum in here, and what it does is the rod here is the access point, and it's so far away, I don't know if you can probably won't be able to get that, but there's an arm in there that gives me a tremendous amount of reach. It gives you mechanical advantage, so you need a lot less force to lift up the bolt hold open.
Yeah.
So, and it's robust.
That's the problem with the Glock mag is on the Glock itself, the bolt actuator's on the front of the follower. On an AR, you want it on the back, so you have to make this workaround. And this is pretty robust, where this goes all the way around.
With all the ones we've sold, we've never had a failure of our bolt hold open, not one time. Another thing that's cool is this moves straight up and down. We have a patent for one that rotates, but the problem is when this little lifter rotates, it wants to fall off the follower, which is a design flaw. So this design is evolved, and you can see it's pretty elegant. We've done very well with this. So
all right. So when somebody's buying an FM product, Glock compatible lower, that's really one of the key features.
It is the key feature. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also like on the other side, you got your big mag release there.
Yeah, you do. You have your big mag release. You know, we'll probably come out with an ambi version towards the end of the year. Okay. But we do very well with this just the way it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop that bad boy back in real quick.
Yeah, and then let's move on to the. Well, you want to put the insert in?
I think I got to do it this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shows what I know.
Yeah, that's all good. 1 second here. Let's throw that in.
No pressure on camera here.
No. I'm just about to drop
time.
It. All right.
So then let's talk about the carrier then. It's compatible with obviously Glock mags.
So this is probably our, you know, we sell a ton of bolts and barrels. I don't know if you guys saw the Mr. Guns and Gear video of our barrels. He got 1 MOA, which is unheard of with a 9mm.
That's pretty cool.
So we've got 4 or 5 guys in the last 6 months that were demonstrating 1 MOA out of a 9mm barrel. I don't know anyone else that's doing that. We've been making these barrels for a long time.
Yeah.
We sell several thousand a month for many OEMs, but we've just been doing it behind the scenes. But like our bolt, you know, we're known, we sell, I can't even tell you how many guys have sold.
That's a lot.
So, you know, 4340 on the bolt, S7 on the extractor, stainless steel firing pin, hard chrome. I mean, we just, you know, we don't have a $20 box, but we spend a lot of money on the quality of the products. Yeah.
Now for the upper itself, one of the big selling features is your front charging handle. Now you can get options without it for less, but you do have a front charging model, which is unique.
Well, also the upper and the handguard is it's monolithic in appearance. It's keyed. so that when you know, because the handguard in the upper is keyed, when you tighten these screws, the barrel nut will never come loose. And then you got this great non-reciprocating ambidextrous charging handle.
Like MP5-esque.
MP5.
Yeah.
So this can go on either side. It's non-reciprocating. Been very popular.
You can just pop this out, swap it around. You got different size latches.
A little set screw right here. You loosen it, boom, you're done. There's some videos of that on time. So this is pretty much the future of what we'll be doing, stuff like this.
All right, awesome.
Seems to be very popular.
So this is the core of the FM Products family of items you got going here, the 9mm stuff. Yeah. Now you've assisted Brownells in a lot of our ventures here, and especially with some of our newest stuff. Let's grab the 16-inch. The BRN-180, both PWS and FM Products worked on bringing this to market for us. So when it came up with this idea, and we wanted to fit the AR-180 operating system in this length and do some of these things, what were some of the biggest hurdles that you tackled on this setup?
Well, you're starting with the core components, which is the gas system, the bolt, and the carrier. But then you have to have it so that it can accommodate an AR-15 trigger and a lower receiver. Yeah. And so there's a certain position that you want a standard firing pin and hammer in, so that you don't have out of battery and stuff like that. So we had to really, that's where it got a little gray, and we had to engine around that.
Probably step back, you actually basically stripped down a complete original AR-180.
Yeah.
And mimicked basically that gas system as closely as possible.
Yeah, and it's almost like, I mean, if you look at the bolt, the carrier, and the gas system, even the barrel and the muzzle device, it's very similar to the 180. Yeah. We had to make some changes. I mean, I think they used an 18-inch. We're doing a 16 here. Yeah. So that required a little playing around with gas ports and pistons and stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing how finicky gas systems can be. You don't realize how robust some of those are out there.
It's not that. It's that when you run a suppressor, it runs great until you run like a real hot round, which people traditionally wouldn't run with a suppressor. Yeah. So you got to make it to run with all conditions.
Yeah, you don't know what that customer's going to be putting through it. Yeah. So that's been a pretty neat project anyways. Yeah. And then just obviously a lot of the polymer stuff is part of your expertise, so the buffer, the injection port cover, that sort of thing.
Yeah, so we do a lot of injection molding with Nordon in Rochester. They're a great partner. We worked with them for a number of years. Shout out to Nordon. I got to say, I always say this every time I'm on video, PWS is a great partner. Yeah, Dean's amazing. We love working with them. We're two local Boise companies, and we've really been great working together.
Yeah, it's turned out pretty good. So that's FM Products. Is there anything else you want to hit on, Paul?
That.
Okay. We forgot the short one. Yeah. The thing everybody actually wants to talk about.
This is great. Imagine this in your backpack, folded.
So this is the same concept as the 180, shortened, and one of the big design constraints was suppressors. If guys buying a short one, they're going to want to put a can on it because it's handier, it's more compact. And basically Dean came up with Dean and you both came up with this.
Yeah, Dean, we worked together, but Dean, this is a lot of Dean. This is an elegant solution. It's really, you showed it on your last video.
Yeah.
And I encourage people to watch that video. It's great. But this gas system is really elegant. It's patent pending. So it's...
two positions, so you have unsuppressed and then suppressed. Production will have a clip there, but basically the two settings, and then for removal it comes out the rear once you disassemble the gas system like normal.
Yeah, I mean,
so really
it's great.
Ingenious. Yeah.
I mean, this is the future right here. I mean,
So the benefit of the 180 system is you got the recoil system in there, and then whatever folder of your choice, whether it's a law, this happens to be an SB, you can fold it up. That's totally functional in this condition right here.
Yeah, and that's really sets you guys apart. I mean, this is a great, this platform I think is, as old as it is, it's really the future. Yeah. You know what I mean? So as old as the design is, it's really the future, I think.
Pretty exciting stuff. Fits any standard AR-15 lower receiver, so pick up the 180 upper, throw it on your favorite lower, and go from there.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, thanks, Paul. Thanks for watching. Check all these products out at brownells.com.